Broncos country, buckle up because what's coming this Thursday could go down in the NFL record books. Our defense, that impenetrable wall that's been destroying quarterbacks week after week, is on track to break a record that stood since 1984. That's right, family, since the days of the legendary Chicago Bears. And guess who's going to be the next victim? Our division rivals, the Las Vegas Raiders, who are coming to Mile High on Thursday night. But listen, there's much more at stake in this matchup than you might think, and I'm going to tell you everything in the next few minutes. Folks, let's start talking about what really matters. Our defense is dominating the entire NFL. Denver Broncos. Family, pay attention to these numbers that will give you goosebumps. The Broncos lead the entire league with 40 sacks in just 9 games. 40. Quarterback takedowns, people. And you know what that means? We're on pace to finish the season with 76 sacks. That would break the NFL's all-time record of 72 sacks set by the legendary 1984 Chicago Bears. But it doesn't stop there. Broncos country, our defense allows just 18.4 points per game, the 4th best in the entire league. And when opposing teams get close to our end zone, forget it. Only 34.8% of the time do they score a touchdown when they reach our 20-yard line, the best mark in the NFL. Family, let me introduce you to those responsible for this defensive carnage we're putting on week after week. Nick Bonito, the guy, has 8 sacks this season. Justin Cooper, 7 more takedowns. Jonathan Cooper, another 7 sacks. And Zach Allen rounding it out with 5 sacks. 4 players with AT least 5 sacks each. This is a war machine, people. It's a coordinated attack. It's a constant blitz. It's relentless pressure on the opposing quarterback. So Broncos country, do you think the Raiders' offensive line can handle all this pressure? Now let's talk about the specific game against the Raiders, happening Thursday night at our house at Empower Field at Mile High. Family, look at the difference between the two teams. The Broncos with 7 wins and 2 losses, coming off 6 straight wins. And the Raiders, just 2 wins and 6 losses, struggling to keep their heads above water. Denver is favored by 9.5 points. And for good reason. The over-under line is set at 42.5 points, which shows that odds makers expect a low-scoring game. And you know why? Our defense. Look, Broncos country, I don't want to disrespect our rivals, but their situation is complicated. Geno Smith, the Raiders quarterback, has already thrown 11 interceptions in just 8 games. It's the worst mark in the entire NFL. The guy has only played clean, without interceptions, in 2 of 8 games. And now he's going to face our pass rush, that relentless pressure from our linebackers and defensive ends. Family, this is going to be a massacre. Smith is going to feel the pressure coming from all sides. The Raiders' offensive line is among the worst in the league in quarterback protection. They're allowing 122.3 rushing yards per game over the last 6 matchups. Their defense is suffering. Folks, let's also talk about our offensive side, because it's not just defense that wins games. Bo Nix, our second-year quarterback, is showing so much maturity. The guy is surgical in clutch moments, and Cortland Sutton made it clear the guy shows up when needed. We know that with him in command, we always have a chance to win. And the difference between playing at home and away, brutal. The Broncos averaged 31.3 points playing at Mile High versus just 20 points on the road. And guess where we're playing Thursday? At home, family. Let me talk about our ground attack that's been crushing it. R.J. Harvey, our second-round draft pick, has been a revelation. The rookie has already accumulated 205 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns on 46 attempts. But it doesn't stop there. He has 23 receptions for 166 yards and 4 touchdowns through the year. And we still have J.K. Dobbins, who's already racked up 695 rushing yards and 4 touchdowns on 135 carries. Sean Payton has 2 lethal weapons in the backfield. Tell me, Broncos country, do you think the Raiders can stop this dual ground attack? Denver Broncos family, I'm going to throw some more numbers at you so you understand the magnitude of this dominance. Our defense is in first place. in the NFL in opponent third down conversion. First place in red zone. Defense, and on top of that, we're on pace to break the sack record from 41 years ago. And there's more. In games with a point total set at 42 or less, the Broncos have a 75% success rate both straight up and against the spread in the last 4 games. One thing worries me a bit, Broncos country. Thursday games with a short week. Historically, the Broncos have only 1 win and 4 losses in their last 5 Thursday games. Short weeks haven't been our friends, but the Raiders are also coming off a short week. They lost a comeback game to the Jaguars on Sunday in overtime, 30-29. They're worn down physically and emotionally. And there's another crucial detail. They have to travel to Denver. Altitude, weather, hostile crowd, accumulated fatigue. Everything plays in favor of the Broncos. Unfortunately, family, we have some injury concerns that could impact the game. Pat Surtain, too, our star cornerback and current Defensive Player of the Year, has a chest injury and could miss the game. He didn't practice during the week and is expected to sit out. Will Lutz and Marvin Mims Jr. are questionable, which impacts our special teams and receiver corps, and Brandon Jones on defense is also doubtful. But look, folks, even without Surtain, our defense held the Texans last week. We forced Houston to kick 5 field goals. Talanoa Hufanga made it clear, no matter the situation, wherever the ball is on the field, we have to play football. The analysts are all in agreement, Broncos country. According to advanced analytics, the Broncos have a 73.6% probability of winning. Projections point to scores like 25-19, 27-17, always favoring our team. And the most interesting part, 6 of our 9 games this season have gone under the expected point total. Our defense controls the tempo, holds the opponent down, and lets our offense work calmly. And you, family, do you think it'll be a high-scoring or low-scoring game? Look, I need to be honest with you. Historically, the Raiders dominate the rivalry. They lead the all-time series 73-56-2 overall. And more, before last season, the Raiders had won the 8 previous matchups against us, 8 straight, family, but in 2024, we swept the series. We won both games, and in the last 5 matchups, we've scored 109 points and allowed just 103. The tide has turned. We can't underestimate the opponent, Broncos country. The Raiders have dangerous weapons. Brock Bowers just had a monster game on Sunday, 3 receiving touchdowns. The rookie tight end is one of the best at his position and could give us trouble. Ashton Jeanty, another rookie, is averaging 94.6 total yards over the last 5 games, with 5 touchdowns in that span. The guy is dangerous. And there's Max Crosby, the defensive end, who's a nightmare for any offensive line. 4-time Pro Bowler. The guy has 13 tackles for loss, the 3rd best in the NFL. And in the last 3 games, 3 sacks. Crosby alone can mess up our offensive scheme if we're not careful. Hey, Broncos country, if you're enjoying this in-depth analysis of our team, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell because every day there's exclusive content about the Denver Broncos family. Don't miss a single play. Folks, I'm going to be straight with you. This game could be the coronation of our defense. We're on track to have a historic season defensively. Tioy, 41-year-old record could fall into our hands, and that would be epic, family. But I have a concern. Are we looking too much at the records and forgetting about the game itself? The Raiders may have a bad record, but they're division rivals. They know us, have elite players, and will play with pride. Geno Smith may have 11 interceptions, but he also just had a 4-touchdown game. Brock Bowers is one of the best tight ends in the league. Max Crosby is a monster. So I say, we need to respect the Raiders, execute our game plan perfectly, and not let the excitement blind us, because at the end of the day, a division win is worth gold in the playoff race. And there you have it. Denver Broncos family, we've reached the end of another complete analysis here on the channel. Thursday night football is going to be hot. Mile High is going to be buzzing, and our historic defense will have the chance to continue its total domination over the NFL. But I want to hear from you, Broncos country. Do you think we'll cover the 9.5-point spread? Or will the Raiders make the game more competitive than we expect? Will Bo Nix have another clutch performance late in the game? Or will our defense take care of everything by itself with a flurry of sacks? Will Pat Surtain play, or are we without our best defensive back? And if he doesn't play, does it make a real difference? And the million-dollar question, will we be able to maintain the pace needed to break the Bears' 1984 sack record? Leave everything in the comments. I want to see each one of your opinions because this interaction is what makes our Denver Broncos family so special. Like the video, if you enjoyed the analysis, share it with that friend who's also true Broncos country, and stay tuned. Because after Thursday's game, we'll have a complete performance breakdown. Thursday, 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Mark your calendars because it's going to be historic. Until then, Broncos country, may our defense continue to be relentless. And may win number 8 come with authority. Go, Broncos.